Alright, let's get the reaction to the gameplay. This time I got a the 40-on-1 Chasm, K.E.M, whatever the fuck you want to call this map. I don't even really know if it's Chasm or Chasm. I've heard people say Chasm. I've heard them say Chasm. So whatever you want to call it. We've got about 3 or 4 things to talk about. Pretty much all in the sports area. If you know anything about me by now, I love sports. Love talking about sports. First off was the Boston Marathon. Was just the other day. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. Now it's 22nd. I think it was on the 20th. I'm not too sure, but I know it happened. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I couldn't find it on TV, but it was on Sports Center all day. Of course, it was huge. A year after the whole bombing, incident and stuff like that. So it was a huge event. A guy won the event for the first time in 20 to 30 years or some shit. It was pretty crazy. Or not a guy, but you know what I mean. It was like the first American man to win since 1983 or something like that. So that was pretty cool. The woman that won the woman's side broke the record or something like that. Broke the record for finishing time. So I guess that's pretty cool. It was a pretty cool little event. It just sucks. I probably wouldn't have the patience to sit there and watch that anyway. But still, it was a pretty cool event. Next, we got the draft coming up. The NFL draft coming up here in May. Here in this next month, which is fucking retarded. Usually it was in March. Usually it had done started by now and close to being ended. I think last year's draft. Let me see. Last year's draft, I think, was on April 25th or something like that. Yeah, it was on April 25th to the 27th. So we'd be 3 days away right now if it wasn't for them setting it back. Now it's May 8th, so we gotta wait a little while for that. What do you know? My Colts had the fewest selections at 5. Isn't that some shit? Whatever. We got that coming up. Finally, the NHL playoffs are going on right now. The Stanley Cup playoff is going on. My Red Wings are taking on the Bruins in the first round. You got the Lightning taking on the Canadiens. Penguins taking on the Blue Jackets. Rangers taking on the Flyers. And then over on the other conference, you got the Ducks playing the Stars. I think it's the Sharks playing the Kings, Avalanche playing the Wild, and then the St. Louis Blues playing the Chicago Blackhawks. So it's a pretty interesting bracket. Hopefully my Red Wings come out on top. If not, I'm sure whatever team wins is going to deserve it. Because there's not really a bad team in the NHL from what I've seen. There's awful teams, but for the most part, it's anybody's game in hockey pretty much. That's what I love about hockey. But I love my Red Wings though. So I hope they get it done. And then of course you got the NBA playoffs going on right now as well. And right now you got Indiana playing Atlanta. I'll just go through the Eastern Conference first. You got Indiana playing Atlanta. Atlanta's up 1-0. The Pacers have been on a stump for quite some time, since December or January I think it is. So they've been doing awful for quite some time now. They still got the number 1 seed. Obviously they're playing at the number 1 seed plays against the number 8 seed. The 2 seed plays the 7 seed. That's how the seeds go or the matchups go in this. So Indiana's playing Atlanta. Atlanta's up 1-0 right now. So hopefully the Pacers can, for their sake, can bring it back. My Celtics didn't make the playoffs this year, so I'm not really worried about the NBA right now. Washington plays Chicago. Washington's at 1-0. That's pretty surprising. I think Chicago could get it done though. 3-seeded Toronto somehow. They're 3-seeded. Jesus Christ. It's playing Brooklyn. Brooklyn's up 1-0. I think they're going to end up pulling that out. Brooklyn. I'm rooting for the old Celtics guys. We got to get through this quick. Miami's playing Charlotte. Miami's up 1-0. Over the Bobcats. They should get that done easily. Over in the Western Conference, you got San Antonio playing Dallas. San Antonio should beat them very easily. Houston playing Portland. Portland's up 1-0. I think Houston can bring that back. Golden State's up on the LA Clippers. I think that's going to be the tightest series of them all. Clippers are pretty good, and then Oklahoma City playing Memphis. Memphis just won last night. I think Oklahoma City's going to get that done. It's either way in basketball. That's why they go to 7-game series, because it's anybody's game pretty much. You could have an awful game one night and the worst team can beat you. But I mean, it is what it is in basketball. I mean, that's why they go to 7 games. You just gonna have to get it done. And still got a few gameplays left, or a few more K.E.M gameplays to go. I don't know. This game's really been pissing me off lately. Our competitive team, we had a fourth. He ended up being a total dumbass. I'll just come right out and say it, or a prick, pretty much. He was an idiot, and he ended up, pretty much getting in an argument with one of my guys. And I told him to shut the fuck up, and he left the party and left the team. So, yeah, I mean, whatever with that guy. We're looking for a fourth now. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with this. This COD's really burning everybody out. All 3 of us currently. This game's really pissing me off here of late. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the competitive thing. We're going to try to get it done, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll talk about that a little bit in the next commentary. Maybe I'll have something for you guys as far as that goes. Definitely going to still do competitive, but I don't know what's going to be going on with it so far. So, hope you guys enjoyed it as always, and peace out, guys.